Here we go, the fucking live stream is up and running. Wasn't working before for some reason. Oh well, what the fuck you gonna do? Season's greetings. I've been slacking lately, but Santa has filled up his sleigh to the brim, and he's ready to drop a fat load of hot takes on the heaving bosom of the internet public. A fresh episode of the Savage Sacktap starts right now.
You're listening to the Savage Sacktap. It's not a podcast, it's not a half-cast, it's just a quick shot to the balls to help you finish off the week. We're cutting through the bullshit, filling your Friday with rage-fueled logic, and cracking a few jokes along the way. So grab a bag of frozen peas. There's a Savage Sacktap coming your way.
Smooth, lascivious, salacious, outrageous.
Howdy, fuckers. I've been slacking like a motherfucker on doing this show. I think the last time I did one was, probably the day before Thanksgiving. It's been a very busy fall work-wise, so I haven't had a chance to do as much. And actually, I'm up, it's 6:30 on a fucking Saturday morning, and I'm live streaming for, what will eventually be an audience of like 12. So, give me a fucking break, you shithead. No, what's up? Mike Montone, Savage Sacktap. How the hell are we doing? And as you can see from the title of this live stream, I am Time Magazine's Podcaster of the Year. What a prestigious award, and it comes as a real shock considering my monthly listenership is less than 1,000, and my show prep is done on torn out pieces of notebook paper. So bully for me. What a proud day. There will be fewer episodes of this just through the holiday season. I think that happened last year, too. I do my best to get a weekly episode out, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. I think, though, we'll still be in I think I got in the high 30s or low 40s this year. I think it's almost every week that I've gotten a fucking podcast out, so I'm not going to kick myself in the dick over not having a weekly exactly episode out, but starting in January, I will try to be a little bit better about just finding, an hour a week to sit down and do this, because when I stop doing it for a couple of weeks, you lose a little strength in that muscle. As you can see, I'm kind of tripping over fucking words as I get started today, because you're just not used to speaking like this all the time, so you start to suck at it, and you start to sound like a fucking idiot. So we don't want that to happen, because then the show blows even worse than it already blows, and then even fewer people than already listen will want to listen, and it's just a downward spiral from there. And if you are watching on the live stream, I apologize for I'm being lit up by the glow from my laptop here, and a fucking, like a living room lamp over there, so it probably looks incredibly unprofessional, incredibly creepy. Again, it's pitch black outside. I'm doing this from a basement studio apartment, so please cut me a little slack. Going into the new year, I will probably get a better camera and get a decent lighting setup down here. But again, I'm doing this on the budget of a guy who lives in a basement studio on the western slope of the Jersey City Heights. So please, what I'm saying is, get off my fucking dick. No one was really on my dick. I was just noticing how awful and unprofessional it looks, so I figured I'd address it. What is going on these days? Oh, this is, since it has been a while since I did a live stream or a podcast, I do have a couple run-ins with complete and utter douchebags to fill you guys in on, and that's probably one of my favorite parts of doing this little show, is sharing with you all of the god-awful, horrible people I interact with on a daily basis in the Hoboken and New York City area. This angry white girl at the Port Authority bus terminal the other day. So, if you're not from the New York City area, which a good number of you are not, the Lincoln Tunnel is but just one of the absolute worst, most congested fucking disasters. It's got to be in the world. I mean, the traffic going into the Lincoln Tunnel on a weekday is a fucking nightmare. As such, the bus that I take home back to Jersey City from the Port Authority, going in, it's like a 6-minute ride. Coming back out, Like, it's not that the ride takes forever. It's that you wait forever to get the fucking bus, because the bus is usually backed up by like an hour. Because if an accident takes place in the tunnel, it shuts everything down, and you only have a few lanes of traffic, and everything has to converge into like a couple lanes going into the tunnel. It's a complete clusterfuck. It is just one of the absolute biggest clusterfucks in the world from a traffic perspective. And I spent time living in Southeast Asia, and those guys really don't have their shit together when it comes to traffic. So that's how big of a clusterfuck the Lincoln Tunnel is. But the other day, we're waiting for our bus, and it's delayed about 20 minutes, which is pretty much normal. Like, no one looks at the bus schedule at the New York City Port Authority and says, well, the 11:30 isn't here, should just be another minute or two. No, you just go, you stand by the gate, and the bus shows up when it's going to show up. But what happens is, because the bus that I ride services Jersey City and Hoboken, you get a lot of 20-something, early 30-something white chicks riding the bus, and they're all sort of the same breed. I've talked about them before. It's the angry Hoboken white chick. I'm still not sure what these chicks are so pissed off about, but if you go for just a stroll in Hoboken, I don't care. It could be the most beautiful day in the world, sun shining, birds chirping. Every white chick you see between the ages of like 25 and 35 is just furious. I'm still not sure why. They are just all angry all the time. And this chick was in a particularly foul mood. I guess she was waiting for the 11:30. It was getting close to 11. I think the bus was a half hour late. So if you're dumb enough to believe that an NJ Transit bus is going to run on a weekday on schedule, then you're probably going to get pretty agitated when it's 30 minutes late. And to add to the sort of stew here, there is a woman having a very loud speakerphone conversation, and she has one of these very, very, like, annoying local voices that's very deep. I can't even do the accent. I wasn't sure if it was it felt like a North Jersey meets Long Island, very, very heavy local, and she's having a shouting conversation with an older woman on the phone, and she has it on speakerphone so everyone can hear, and it's not like it's a quick, hey, how you doing, here's what's going on, alright, I gotta go. It was a 15-minute, like, dragged out, let's get caught up on our entire life conversation. Finally, this chick has had enough of the bus delay and the loud, angry phone conversation and just starts yelling at people. She goes up to the line attendant, the guy who runs the gate to get on the bus, and starts screaming at him, where the fuck is the bus? I got sent home early from work. The bus isn't fucking here. It's 20 minutes late. This always happens. And could you tell people not to have loud conversations on their phones? It's really frustrating. Now, there's a lot to unpack here. First of all, fuck anybody who has a public phone conversation. There's just no reason to do it. I know we all have the cell phone, and we can use it wherever we want, at any time. It's the convenience. You can make a call from anywhere, but that doesn't mean you have to, alright? You don't have to publicly FaceTime. You don't have to have public phone conversations. You don't need to watch videos without fucking headphones. You just don't. Just because the phone is there does not mean that you have to use it in a manner befitting a complete selfish fucking asshole. So on this note, I was completely on this chick's side. Yeah, lady on the phone, shut the fuck up. I fucking hate when people have fucking phone conversations in public. I don't care. And in New York you run into all types. I live in a melting pot of a neighborhood, mixed ethnicities. You get a lot of Indians and Hispanics will have very loud phone conversations on the bus is something I have noticed. I've noticed when I'm like waiting for a bus, something like that, you'll get a lot of like 30 to 50-year-old white dudes who are like you're trying to seal some kind of fucking business. There's always a business call to be made, and usually it doesn't even sound like very important business. I think it's just because they're bored. They have fucking fuck all else to do while they're waiting for the bus, so they call up somebody from work and start chatting. Because I have friends who work in like that white collar world, and they'll call me in the middle of the fucking day. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What are we talking on the phone for? We never talk on the phone. What are you doing? This is to text me, you fucking asshole. But on that note, I understand this chick's frustration, where she was coming from. Yeah, phone call lady, shut the fuck up. The part where I started wanting to smack this chick in the face with a long, thick, flaccid penis was when she started screaming about the bus delay. Like, it's fucking NJ Transit. They're driving through the Lincoln Tunnel on a weekday. They're gonna be fucking delayed. They can't do, for all of the issues and problems that NJ Transit has, for as much as they suck at everything, I can't blame them for a car fire in the fucking Lincoln Tunnel. The Lincoln Tunnel is a disaster, but there's no other way for the bus to magically get itself into Manhattan other than using the Lincoln Tunnel. I mean, yes, there's the George Washington Bridge and the Holland Tunnel, but those are not marked for NJ Transit buses to use. So that's just the way it goes. The bus goes in through the fucking Lincoln, and it's not like, I mean, the George Washington Bridge is a fucking disaster too. Holland Tunnel's a mess. It's all a mess. You're trying to get into the biggest city in the world on a weekday morning. It's gonna be a fucking mess. There's nothing you can do. It's not the gate attendant's fault at NJ Transit that your bus is delayed and you're in a cranky mood because she had gotten, I don't know if I mentioned this, she made it quite clear that she had been sent home early from work because she was sick, which if there is no bigger disaster in the life of a young white woman than being sick on a work day. Oh, will they let you fucking hear about it. Nobody, you always hear, it's this weird comedic trope that men are like pussies about getting sick, and when we get sick, we're like completely knocked out of commission. Let me tell you something. There is no one who overreacts to a light cold than a young white chick. I mean, if the world has to fucking stop if one of these broads gets the fucking sniffles. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. She was too sick to be at work, but she had enough energy to go absolutely ballistic on everyone in line waiting for this bus, and the guy whose job is just to, dispatch buses and attend to the line. He has no control over when the bus is going to show up. Finally, the bus shows up, and, everyone's relieved, like, all right, we're going to get on the fucking bus, we get out of here. I had to get back, I had to, train home to catch, and I had to go drop some shit off at my apartment first. There was a little sense of, all right, let's hustle, let's get the fuck going. But the driver, who has been sitting in the Lincoln Tunnel on this bus for an hour, and this is, of course, after making his, rounds from Bayonne to get there, has to go to the bathroom. So he gets off with the passengers, runs to take a piss. She fucking loses it, starts hurling obscenities at the gate. This happens all the fucking time. This is fucking bullshit. He's going to the fucking bathroom now. This is fucking bullshit. Finally, the gate attendant has had enough, and it's like, yeah, that man been sitting on a motherfucking bus for an hour. He gotta take a piss. You want to take a piss too? You are here every day yelling at somebody, and this is the moment when I was really like, fuck this cunt. When he said, you are here every day yelling at somebody, I was like, oh, this is a regular thing. This fucking chick does this all the time. And he was emphatic that she does this frequently. And you know how I know she definitely does it frequently? Is because she said, no, it doesn't happen every day. This has only happened like 3 or 4 times that I've gotten annoyed. What does happen every day is that the fucking bus is delayed. It's like, oh boy, I hope I come across this chick more often, which I guess I won't because it was just that day and she had gotten sent home early from work, so that caused our paths to cross. But she goes ballistic like this every day. I hate it, but I love it, is the angry white girl. I mean, it's just a fucking delight. They are so easily riled. I don't know what it is. I mean, if you are a young, moderately attractive white woman, you can pretty much ease your way through life. Like, you really have nothing to bitch about. And yet, this chick she was a cute chick. I mean, she had a wedding ring on, I'm assuming she was married, so the poor bastard that has to deal with this chick at home. And now her case of the sniffles or whatever little fucking head cold she has is going to get 1,000 times worse for anyone who's dealing with it, because she's had to confront this mild inconvenience at the Port Authority. Which, by the way, if you're not mildly inconvenienced every time you go to the Port Authority, then you didn't even go to the fucking Port Authority. It's the Port Authority. It's one of the worst places on earth. It sucks. It's literally like the worst places in the tri-state area are like it's like the Port Authority, New York Penn Station, and Newark Penn Station are like the three pits of hell in the tri-state area. So it's not like this woman's shitty Port Authority experience was unique to her. You walk into the Port Authority, you know it's going to be a bad experience. Like, you could have had, outside of the Port Authority, the greatest trip to New York or New Jersey that you've ever had in your life, and it will all be ruined by the time you leave the Port Authority. That's just the way it works. The Port Authority is a very shitty place. When you walk into the Port Authority, buckle up. It's gonna blow. So I don't know what her fucking deal was, but it was an absolute delight. And then she yells at the driver getting onto the bus about the fact that he went to the bathroom, and then the gate attendant comes out and pops his head onto the bus, and one of my favorite moments, probably the crescendo of all of this, he says, "Sorry for the delay, folks. Everybody have a great afternoon, except for that chick." It was fucking fantastic. I've never been more satisfied than watching this chick get served. And of course, before we'd even hit the fucking Lincoln Tunnel, she was on her phone with NJ Transit customer service, bitching and reporting this guy. And you could see her dancing around, not wanting to say that it was a black guy, because she didn't want to sound racist, because when you're riding an NJ Transit bus from the city back to, Hoboken and Jersey City, there are going to be a few people of color on the bus. And, pretty much everyone has had the same reaction to this chick that I did, which is, fuck this cunt, she's a complete waste of life, tell her to shut the fuck up. So watching her tiptoe around trying to tell on this guy without being like, yeah, it was a black dude, because you got to report, she doesn't know the guy's name, she doesn't know, like, a fucking, there's no badge number, it's not like that fucking cop, so she's got to describe him to the NJ Transit customer service people. What an absolute delight. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. And my work week was over, because it was Thursday morning, so I was I'm done for the week, getting ready to go kick up my heels for a little bit and relax. I was heading home to have dinner with the parents, get a nice fresh haircut, etc. I was on Easy Street just watching this chick go fucking ballistic. I absolutely love it. Fantastic stuff. Yeah. What else? What other idiots did I come across this week? Oh, if there is a bright spot in the shit season that the Dallas Cowboys have been having, it is this, and I wouldn't even call this a bright spot. It was actually miserable while it was going on, but in retrospect, it was an absolute delight. I was down at Finnegan's in Hoboken to watch the Cowboys game, because they didn't play. When the Cowboys don't play on national TV, I have to go out and watch them, which is just an absolute pain in the ass. I hate watching football at bars. It's just, there's too many fucking people, there are too many games on, so you only get the audio on one, and they're only playing the audio on the local game, so you can't hear what's going on in the fucking Cowboys game. And to make things even worse, somehow, in Hoboken, New Jersey, lives the most annoying Detroit Lions fan on the face of the earth. This guy was fucking wasted when he comes in. He's wearing an oversized John Kitna jersey. He doesn't look like he's done an ounce of exercise in the past decade or so. Not like a huge overweight fat guy, but that kind of, like that Hoboken slovenly, I feel like is a good way to describe it. Anytime you see a guy walking down the street in Hoboken on an NFL Sunday and he has a jersey on, it's not that he's like a fat guy, but he's just like, it's like the dad bod plus another like small layer of blubber is a good way to put it. It's just the body of a man who lives on buffalo wings and cheap domestic light beer, which is exactly what this gentleman was ordering. He was hammering Miller Lights there in his John Kitna jersey, shouting at the TV after every fucking play. And this is another reason I hate watching football with people, is that people do not shut the fuck up during football games. Like, there is so much to watch and observe and enjoy. I get, you want to cheer after a touchdown or something like that, but people who scream after every play, the type I'm talking about, the ones who see imaginary holding penalties that didn't happen, but they saw them, so they're convinced that the referee is in league against them. They're always pointing out some massive conspiracy against their team, and everything is always the reason that their team finishes 8-8 every year is because someone is biased against them. It's the refs. I've seen them blame the announcers. I've seen people post on Facebook, "Oh, the announcers were totally biased for the Redskins this week," and it's like, what? That doesn't even have an impact on the fucking game. What do you fucking care? I understand that you're mad because you lost to the fucking Redskins and they blow, but it had nothing to do with the fact that that fucking Kurt Menefee and Joe Buck and fucking Troy Aikman, didn't think your team was performing up to snuff, and they pointed it out on Facebook. It's just preposterous stuff out of these jackasses. And I get stuck sitting next to this fucking guy, and he has something to say after every play, and it's not like he was just kind of like yelling, like, "Oh, come on, ref." He tries to engage the people around him in conversation about it as well, and I was getting to the point about halfway through the first quarter when I wanted to take his John Kitna jersey off and strangle him and myself in it so I could really put myself out of my misery. He finally got fucking zinged by the female bartender there. She's a cute little chick. She's just looks like 110 pounds of lots of fun, if you know the type I'm talking about. Nice little dumper on her, wearing yoga pants and a midriff shirt, and he's shouting at the TV, and she casually comes by. She's grabbing a beer for somebody and says something. It was something along the lines of, if you shout a little louder, they'll actually be able to hear you through the TV. And you just see this moron's face drop, because I don't know what the deal is. I'm sure he gets put in his place like that every fucking week, because the bartenders told me when I came in, like, I got the heads up from the regulars at the bar and the bartenders. They're like, yeah, the guy who's gonna sit here because he's a Lions fan is a complete pain in the fucking ass. They said they normally put the Lions on in a different room so that he can just kind of go yell at the wall by himself, but because they're playing when they play the Cowboys, or if they play the Giants or the Jets, like a local team, because so many people come in to watch, they have to put the fucking game on in the main room, and it just bothers the shit out of all the other customers. Just seeing this guy's face drop after he gets zinged by the bartender. He's looking around for support. He takes the frustrated swig of his beer. I'm here watching. I'm at a bar watching football. I can yell, and it's just like, shut the fuck up, man. There is nothing worse than the guy who has to make a big show of yelling during a football game. Just shut the fuck up. I don't mind if you want to fucking chat during the game, talk football, whatever, cheer after a big play. I get it. People who fucking I don't know what it is about it's football in particular. I don't know if it's because like the bar is set up kind of like a party atmosphere on Sundays or whatever, but NFL fans are the worst with this shit, and it's why I don't go to bars to watch football, is because there's always a couple of them. I don't know what it is when they leave the house on a Sunday morning that says, like, when you wake up on a Sunday and you say, I'm a grown man, I'm going to put on an NFL jersey, the sleeves hang down past my elbows, and the fucking bottom of it's an actual sized NFL jersey, like goes to like the fucking middle of your thighs. Like, what? And you're like, I'm gonna get drunk and yell in front of a bunch of strangers because one of the best athletes on the planet got slightly beat by one of the other best athletes on the planet, and I'm not happy with the result of the play. I'm going to scream like a jackass in front of a bunch of strangers who are trying to drink beer and eat buffalo wings and watch their team play. I just don't know what drives that decision when you leave the fucking house. There's not a chance in the world that these guys are getting any pussy, right? No one wakes up on a Sunday morning and drops a fucking hot load on their girlfriend's belly and says, you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to go yell in frustration at a TV because 11 of the most physically talented guys on the planet did not perform up to my expectation. Just completely baffling as to the lack of social self-awareness there. Anyway, what's next? And I'm sorry I'm kind of stumbling over my words here. It's like I said, I've been slacking on doing these live streams and podcasting lately, so I'm a little out of practice. But I do promise that come January, I will be back on the once a week grind. I just needed a little fucking break for the holidays here. I needed that little break at the end of the summer, and I need the little break now. Like I said, deal with it. You're getting this terrible show for free, so you have nothing to bitch about. I had to go to, I do work for a major corporation, and life at a major corporation entails going to classes like the diversity and inclusion class that I had to take last week. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. It was very funny to me that the diversity and inclusion class was being run by two white males. I thought that it was two middle-aged white dudes who were running. One of them did purport to be part Cuban, but I thought that was very funny. All we hear about is, middle-aged and older white males are the problem, and they're the ones that are destroying things like diversity and inclusion. And then I show up for my corporate-mandated diversity and inclusion class, and who is putting on the show but two middle-aged white males. So that was an absolute delight. When I sat down and I saw those guys, I thought to myself, well, at least this is a win for the good guys. But this, they do these things where they try to challenge your perceptions, and this, they have all these like stupid little vignettes, and so the guy takes a piece of paper, and he says, what color is this piece of paper? And everyone says, white. And he says, okay, what do cows make? And everyone says, milk. And he says, what color is milk? White. And then he says, what do cows drink? Because he's got milk on everyone's head. And a bunch of people, like, just jump out. And by the way, when I say people, I mean, like, the three people who actually respond to these stupid fucking things. Everyone else is there just like, all right, get it over with. Do it. Do your stupid little dance here so that when one of us fucks up and gets a complaint to HR, they can say, well, we trained you, and now we're going to have to fire you because you made a mistake. It's just all this, all it is lawyers trying to avoid lawsuits and have grounds to fire you as soon as you fuck up. But he says, what do cows drink? And everyone says milk. And he's like, oh no, cows drink water. And he starts going off on this little fucking diatribe about how we had a preconceived notion about what question was coming next, so we answered it without thinking, and that's why we said milk. And he's going down this path where, he tries to show you the error of your ways, and how if you just think robotically and you don't think critically, then you could miss out on an important piece of diversity and inclusion, or whatever the fuck he's talking about. But it was before he was able to really get rolling. I did have to raise my hand and point out that while cows do drink water, cows also drink milk, because the reason that cows produce milk is because cows drink milk. It's not like cows just arbitrarily produce milk. It's not like, through as evolution was going on and different traits were keeping animals alive or causing them to be killed off, that the ability of cows to produce milk was from an evolutionary perspective advantageous, because eventually humans would bottle it and sell it in stores, and they would keep, massive farms filled of fucking dairy cows. That's not how it went down. The fucking cows have been drinking their own milk forever. Now, yes, it's the baby cows, it's the calves that are doing it. They suckle at the udder, the same way little babies suck on their mommy's titties to get breast milk, and et cetera, et cetera. But I did feel it was necessary to point out to this gentleman that cows do in fact drink milk, and what a satisfying moment, because it caused him to stop and acknowledge the whole thing in front of a room full of people after he had just had this smug gotcha, you guys thought you were smart going along, and he just fucking looks at me with this when someone's talking to you through their teeth and they're looking at you like, you fucking asshole. He just looked at me. I love working with smart people. It's just so nice to work with intelligent people. And then he's like, but it's baby cows drink the milk, grown cows drink water. I was like, yeah, I just wanted to clarify. It was so nice to interrupt this stupid little fucking performance he was putting on. So if I would like to say to anyone who ever has to go through that kind of corporate training, if you can find, I'm not advocating for participation in corporate training like that. I'm 100% on the team that says we get in, we listen to the PowerPoint, we get the fuck out. We don't need you to raise your hand and share your experiences. I know they always try to do that, and it sucks, and it's terrible, and no one wants to do that because it's awful. But I would say that if you have the opportunity to fuck with one of these guys, if you see that organically come up during the course of the group discussion, then you have to do it, because the guys who do these things, they're such fucking tools. And I bet that they, in their private lives, are the least into diversity and inclusion. I guarantee you, whatever the fuck class it is, if it's a sexual harassment class, I guarantee you these guys are the ones out there goosing chicks left and right after they get a few fucking belts back at the bar. They're just completely full of shit. What else is going on? We got, the reason I'm doing this at 7 a.m. today is that I am actually SantaCon bound this afternoon. SantaCon is awesome. For those who have never been, what a fun event. Fuck people. A lot of people don't like SantaCon, and what I say to them is, go fuck yourself. It's sluts, it's booze, it's Christmas. Sign me up, man. I don't understand these fucking curmudgeons who can't fucking take, it's one day a year. Oh, people are puking in the streets all day. First of all, it's New York City. There are we have tens of thousands of homeless people living in the city. They defecate on the street. They masturbate on the street. They slash people with box cutters. They do heroin on the street. They vomit all over themselves. They sleep on cardboard boxes on top of subway grates. There is enough disgust. You ever walk down the street in New York City on a summer day when it's 95 degrees out and they're just piles of garbage covered in piss and rats fucking in it? The New York City is a disgusting place. So I don't understand why, when one Saturday a year there is a slight increase in the amount of people puking and pissing on the street, people get so furious. I honestly think it's just because everyone is New York City is a city of curmudgeons. It's literally the type of people who are that hate SantaCon are the same people who are at the Javits Center crying when Trump got his final electoral vote to win the 2016 election. They're the kind of people who write op-eds for Gothamist and shit, just complete fucking assholes is the best way to describe it. But for some reason they hate SantaCon, and I think it's because SantaCon is so popular among the frat party crowd is what irks them. No one likes to see the frat party crowd having a good time, because so many people have hate. Like, if you're in the bulk of the population that exists outside of the frat party, the non-barstool sports reading public, the people who didn't like the football players in high school, fucking hated the frat. I mean, and by the way, I used to get into fights with frat brothers in college. It's not like I liked it, but like playing sports, I was in a sort of, that's a different type of frat crowd. There's a lot of overlap there. So I guess these people, they graduate college from, whatever fucking bisexual liberal arts school they went to. They moved to New York City. They're working as bloggers, making $30,000 a year, and they're paying $15K. They're $1,500 a month in rent, so they can live in a fucking closet in Williamsburg, and they're just annoyed as shit at all of these square-jawed white boys who work down on Wall Street and make six figures and blow most of it on cocaine. They don't like the idea that they're going out dressing as Santa and having a good time with a bunch of sluts, which, again, cocaine, sluts, booze, New York City, sign me the fuck up. Like, I can't wait to get out to SantaCon. I'm going to work SantaCon today. I'm going to go interview people, but still, what a fun event. I mean, it's Christmas, booze, and sluts. Let's stop being dicks about SantaCon. It fucking rules. Like, if you don't like SantaCon, you're just a fucking grump. Like, the only way to describe it. You are a Grinch if you hate SantaCon. It is just, there's no debate. Alright? So suck my balls. Deck the halls and suck my balls. It's SantaCon today. Ho, ho, ho. Social media, really quick. I do have a couple news stories I want to check out here. Facebook.com/The Savage Crew if you're watching the live stream. Twitter at Mike Montone. Instagram at Gary_Moyler, MOYLER. And the podcast, of course, lives at thesavagecrew.libsyn, LIBSYN.com. Let me go ahead. I have a couple stories I want to get into today. I'm going to have to go through these pretty quick, because I do have shit to do. Oh, this is great. Trump, I hope they embedded the Trump tweet here. Did they not? Oh, tell me they didn't. So, Greta Thunberg was awarded Times Person of the Year, and of course, Scotty Gavin checking in. Hoboken SantaCon was last weekend. New York City SantaCon is today. They still do the Hoboken one, but because the new mayor of Hoboken has been trying to crack down on intoxicated Caucasians, it's sort of become a subdued event. It used to be, the first couple years they did Hoboken SantaCon, it was wild. Like, there would be a shitload of like viral videos and stuff coming out of it. And now it's like, it's very regulated and shit. They did the same thing to Leprechaun. I remember last year we went out for Hoboken St. Patrick's Day, it's called Leprechaun, and it's been like a multi-year attempt to rein that in. First, they canceled the actual parade element, which used to be on a Saturday. They moved it to a weekday so people couldn't get blacked out during it because they had to go to work. But people still kept drinking on the Saturday, so what they did was they decided to just flood Hoboken with cops to the point where you can't even have any fun. Like, people didn't even go out. We went out last year for it, and the bar we were at was like empty, and it was the kind of bro bar that you would expect to be just line out the door on St. Patrick's Day. It was pretty much just one bar that a bunch of people were at that we eventually made our way to, but it was a very, very subdued St. Patrick's Day, and I think the same thing happened with SantaCon this year. But the nice thing, New York City, the NYPD actually kind of encourages SantaCon. Anytime a police commissioner is interviewed about it, they refer to it as a great New York City tradition, and which it is. It really is a lot of fun. Like, if you're not down with SantaCon, like I said, you're just a complete fucking curmudgeon. But I'm trying to pull up this Trump Greta Thunberg tweet because it was absolutely hilarious. Here it is. Come on now. I love it. So Greta Thunberg is awarded Times Person of the Year. And if you don't know who Greta Thunberg is, she is the 16-year-old girl who has made it her mission in life to yell at adults because of climate change, which it's preposterous because she's just taken it upon herself to do this. Like, she stopped going to school on Fridays so she could protest climate change, and she's yelling. She goes to this UN assembly to speak or whatever the fuck it was. And she's like, "You're taking away my future. You have ruined my childhood. I should be in school." Yeah, she's got like this weird, like, Eric Cartman-y voice, and she kind of looks like Eric Cartman in a wig. And she's screaming at adults, saying that she should be in school, but she's not in school because of climate change. Like, no, you're not in school because you fucking chose to take Fridays off so you could yell at adults. Which, by the way, if you're a 16-year-old, skipping school every day to yell at adults is the best childhood ever. If you had told me that as a teenager I could travel around the world skipping school and yelling and scolding adults, I would be thrilled. I would have dropped everything to do it. That is the dream existence for a teenager. Anyway. Trump tweets, Trump tweets the Time Person of the Year thing. He tweets, "So ridiculous. Greta must work on her anger management problem, then go to a good old-fashioned movie with a friend. Chill, Greta, chill." It's just a fantastic Trump tweet. Like, there's not a lot of angry vitriol. He didn't really say anything mean. He just said, "Look, this little chick's got a fucking anger problem. She's 16 years old. Go to a movie with a friend, you little fuck." Which I absolutely stand by. People are pissed. The top tweet underneath it is, "Fuck you, asshole. She accomplished more in 16 years than you have in 71. Which is preposterous, by the way. Greta Thunberg skips school to yell at people. Donald Trump has a TV show. He's got all these buildings with his name on it. He's the leader of the free world. He bangs Melania. He's got a really hot daughter. I mean, he's done a lot. Whether you like Trump or not, he is a man of considerable achievement. Look, I didn't vote for the guy, but I also can't deny that Donald Trump, in his 71 years on the planet, has achieved quite a lot. And you can say that, he came from an advantage. His father was a wealthy guy. That's fine, but that's a lot of people. Donald Trump, whether you like him or not, has achieved a great deal in his time on the planet. So the idea that, relative to him, this fucking teenager, Greta Thunberg has accomplished nothing. But all she has accomplished is being loud enough to let this, like, cuckolded generation of adults that's out there now, and it's really not a big segment of the population. Like, most people, I don't think, look at Greta Thunberg and say, "That's who I'm following into the future." I think most people, first of all, most people don't know who the fuck Greta Thunberg is. The only people who really know what's going on here are people who, like, live on Twitter. If you go out on the street and say the name Greta Thunberg, I'm sure most of them are like, "Who?" Like, they probably think it's a character from a Netflix series. Really, all she does is, she just goes around yelling at people. She hasn't accomplished anything. She hasn't gotten any. Her biggest achievements are involve bullying her parents into becoming vegans. Like, that's it. And somehow, we're supposed to just give her this because she's 16. And I guess she has some kind, I don't know if it's like Asperger's or autism or whatever. She's like a high-functioning something. She's beyond reproach. She can't be criticized. So she's allowed to be involved in a policy debate, but her positions can't be criticized. So that's a big problem from the jump, which actually makes it even funnier that Trump is roasting her for getting Times Person of the Year. Being told I have John Montone is weighing in on the live stream. I guess he's trying to say that he is a bigger success than Donald Trump, which is just absolutely preposterous, old man. Your name is not on a number of hotels around the world, and the last time I checked, you do live in an apartment building in Fair Lawn and not the White House. So while you have, in fact, achieved a great deal, you have not achieved the presidency, and you never hosted The Apprentice either. So keep trying. One day, Dad, maybe you too will be as successful as Donald J. Trump. But until then, I think Trump wins. But yeah, the Person of the Year thing. I also think we need to stop treating it as an award. I don't know, every time it comes out, they gave the thing to Hitler, and I think Bin Laden was the Person of the Year once too. So, it's kind of like Person of the Year. It sounds like Teacher of the Year or whatever. But it's not an award. Okay, it's just you are the person who had the biggest impact. And again, John Montone he's making I Have Bigger Hands. Yes, very. I apologize to the three people who wind up listening to the audio version of this, but my father has just commented that he has bigger hands than Donald Trump. So apparently he is now stealing his jokes from late night writers in 2016. Great job. Maybe you can use some of that 1010 Wind money to buy yourself a time machine and go get a job working for Fallon 3 years ago. I pray the apple has fallen far from the tree, but I'm not sure. In any case, yeah, the Person of the Year it's not an award, it's just a title. So again, the way I look at it is we have placed Greta Thunberg in the same category as Bin Laden and Hitler, and President Trump is simply roasting her the same way we would roast Bin Laden or Hitler. So you guys can say that Greta Thunberg, Person of the Year, big achievement. Fine. I say Greta Thunberg, Person of the Year, literally Hitler. Moving on. Maybe. Boo. You know who I want to vote for Person of the Year is this guy who slapped the reporter's ass during the marathon or whatever the fuck he was doing. So this guy, he's a youth minister and a Boy Scout leader, and he's running it's a marathon or a 5K or some shit. I'm not sure, some stupid long distance running event. And this guy, there's a reporter doing a live shot. And this guy just comes running by and fucking gooses her, gives her a nice little crack on the butt cheek, and people go ballistic because I know we're living in the Me Too era, and any kind of sort of bawdy fun like this is terrible. If this had happened in like 1975, people would be laughing uproariously. And actually, I will say, if this had happened now, but the runner was a woman, and she was given, like, Anderson Cooper or someone like that, a slap on the ass, everyone would think it was, like, the cheekiest, funniest thing in the world. That's sort of the lens that we view things through now. But of course, it's 2019, and it's a female reporter, so we have to make sure she's empowered, right? It's not enough that she stands in front of a camera on TV to have her voice heard and her face seen. We need to completely empower her. And so this is the statement she made on CBS this morning. She says, "It's not okay to help yourself to a woman's body just because you feel like it. It's not playful. He hurt me, both physically and emotionally." I don't know if is there video of... yeah, there is. I'm going to watch the video real quick of this guy giving her a quick goosing. One sec.
It's very exciting. People. Exciting. So very
It was nothing. I mean, I just watched it. It was absolutely nothing. And these people are running by. They're all doing a little goofy thing. Some of them waving their hands or yelling something. Someone should have dropped a fucker right in the pussy. I don't know how that didn't happen. But in any case, this guy, he gives her a little goosing as he runs by, back in the day, you would do a good game to your buddies. You walk down the hall, you give them a crack on the fucking ass. Hey, good game, bro. Like a coach. Like it's a cheeky, fun, playful thing. But it's turned into sexual harassment. It says, they refer to him as helping yourself to a woman's body. He didn't help himself to a woman's body. Bill Cosby was helping himself to women's bodies, okay? This guy literally just cracked a little cheek. A joke. He did it jokingly, right? He's not a media exec pushing a button to lock the door and then taking his penis out and making you blow him for a job. He doesn't have a bag of dildos in the closet. He's not jerking off on a potted plant. He's a runner. He's got a little runner's hide going. He sees the news camera. He's thinking real quick. Everyone's doing a funny thing, and he goes for a little butt pat. It perfectly, in my opinion, perfectly fine. I realize through the lens of 2019 that this guy is an absolute monster, but I think to the reasonable man, we don't need, I don't know, we need to crucify the youth minister / scout leader because he's smacked. I think personally, thank God, by the way, that we have a minister and a scout leader. If he's grabbing ass uninvited, the fact that it's grown female ass is a huge step in the right direction for the scouts and the youth ministry, right? Because normally, if you hear that a scout leader has been accused of inappropriately grabbing ass, the victim is much younger and much more male. And I think the long-term effects of the incident are considerably worse. So I think the correct angle that the news media should be taking on this story is that thank God ass that scout leader grabbed was attached to grown woman. Now we just need to work on the consent thing. But this is not, I think there's a broad line of demarcation to be drawn between sexually assaulting someone and doing something that is clearly a goof. You know what I mean? And I think the way to look at it is, had he come up behind her and grabbed her by the shoulders and yelled "boo" in her ear, like to surprise and shock her, would we be referring to that as a form of sexual harassment or whatever? Or is it just because it was on the rump that it becomes sexual? Now, look, if he had fucking come up underhand like China and fucking slipped a finger on her pussy or something like that, obviously we're dealing with a different situation. But a run-by butt slap with no sexual intent whatsoever, occurring on the spur of the moment, it's difficult for me to condemn this guy, is what I'm saying. So I think we need to focus on bigger. There are bigger villains out there. Greta Thunberg, I think, is a bigger villain than this fucking guy who goosed the scout, the scout leader who goosed the reporter, is what I'm saying. Let's focus on finding Greta Thunberg a more productive after-school activity, and a little less time on ruining this guy's life. So next, and probably definitely the last story of the day I have to get going here. The Giants cut Janoris Jackrabbit. Fucking A. Shut up. I'm sorry if you can hear that. There's a fucking autoplay video going. I fucking hate autoplay videos. There is no one likes autoplay videos. Whoever came up with autoplay videos should be fucking stabbed. It's horrible. Through the fucking eyes and ears. There is nothing worse than fucking autoplay. No one wants to watch your stupid, shitty video. If you have to autoplay a video, that means it's bad. That's it. It means no one wants to watch it. And the only reason they do it is so that they can jack up the number of views, so that when they go to advertisers, they can say this is how many people saw our video, because it always takes a minute to be able to like stop and pause it, because you got to find it and the browser's got to catch up and shit, and then it's slowly hitting that whatever it is. It's like I think it's like 4 or 5 seconds. You can go to an advertiser and say that someone has viewed your video. So that's all it is. That's why autoplay videos exist. But Janoris Jenkins was a defensive back for the Giants, was waived because he responded to a fan on Twitter. I guess he was in the training room. He was probably getting treatment or something like that. The rest of the team was out at practice. And someone criticized him, and he said, "I can only do my job, retard," in response to a fan's online criticism. And then I guess they say he offered a hollow apology, but I from what I've been told, here's the statement from Pat Shermer. Obviously, what happened this week and the refusal to acknowledge the inappropriate and offensive language was the determining factor. So they fired him, or they cut him because they cut him because he called this fan a retard and refused to apologize for it. The Special Olympics got mad at him. Fucking blah blah blah. Whatever. First of all, I operate under the idea that I know you can't really. It's another one of these banned words. They call it the R word. But if I'm hanging out with my buddies and one of them says something dumb, I'm dropping retard on them. I mean, it's as simple as that. There's another word that is kind of on that banned list. It's they call it the new F word. It's fag. You're not allowed to call someone a fag anymore. You're not allowed to call someone a retard anymore. We can't go down this road where we start the letter dash word thing. And I think for the N word, I will use I personally choose not to use that word because I have black friends who I know would be just wildly hurt by it because of the history behind it. And when I say the history behind it, I mean the fucking chattel slavery fucking war that was fought by half the country to keep people clapped in irons because of their skin. Like, there's it was rare to hear me use the term broad line of demarcation twice in a podcast. But again, there is a broad line of demarcation between the N-word and its history and words like, I think, retard and fag, which are used in a much more like cartoonish, schoolboy way. Like, you would hear people like the game Pick Up and Slaughter, is what my friends and I called it. The game where it beat the shit out of the guy with the ball, kill the guy with the ball. Some people call it smear the queer. Again, they're not. Those words aren't used in a hateful way. They're used in a very slang, casual. Again, I think a cartoonish is probably a good word to put it. But the greater point I want to get to is, first of all, you shouldn't cut a guy because he uses the word retard. I mean, again, what standard are we holding NFL players to? Okay, because you're good at shedding a stalk block from a wide receiver, or you're good at playing outside leverage on a wide out, is I don't know that I need to look at you to be overly politically sensitive. So I thought it was preposterous that Jenkins got cut. Now the Giants were probably going to cut him anyway because they need to dump some salary cap money, and he wasn't having the greatest year in the world. I was watching highlights of him getting just absolutely fucking toasted by the I think it was the Ravens on ESPN the other day. But no, the point is that I don't know what imaginary standard it is that we're supposed to be. I mean, football is a sport for violent hooligans. Let's let the violent hooligans be violent hooligans and get up off their shit is what I'm saying. So yeah, I don't think he should have been cut. But even worse is I was watching the CBS 2 News, which I used to actually cut video for them, and wonderful, nice people down there. But just, they are the complete stereotype of the media organization being worried about perception and what people will think, and just freaking out over every little thing. Steve Overmeyer, their sports guy, is on, and he refers to what Jenkins says as the R word, and I think they use the term slur as well. Here's the thing. You're the fucking news. You can report the word retard, okay? There is not, again, broad line of demarcation. It's not the N-word. And the N-word is a classic. You say the N-word, we all know what it means. We all know why you're calling it the N-word and not dropping the actual N-bomb during your broadcast. But we can all conjure the image of a bunch of fucking southern white guys standing around a tree with, a poor black person fucking being murdered by hanging. We can conjure the images of people being whipped in the cotton fields, all these horrible things that came with slavery. It being kind of mean to call someone a retard, and which, by the way, if this guy's talking shit on the internet, criticizing a fucking guy, like NFL player, then he's probably not actually retarded, so it probably doesn't sting quite as much when Janoris calls him a retard. And the other piece of that is, do you know how fucking the general public would react if people could tweet at them about their on-the-job performance? Like, if you're a fucking accountant and you sucked at your job and people were constantly tweeting and badgering you over it every day, you'd probably call one of them a fucking retard too, is what I'm trying to say. That's that. I gotta wrap things up. I have a very, very busy day ahead of me. Again, Facebook.com/TheSavageCrew is where you listen to all this. Twitter @Mike Montone. Instagram @Gary_Moyler, MOYLER. And thesavagecrew.libsyn.com, of course, is where you can listen to this podcast. And I will catch you guys next time. Thank you for tuning in.